What a good run for Liverpool FC. It has been so fantastic. It has been so wonderful. We are all happy as a fan. But I'm sure some things has changed in our tactical formations, in our substitutions. Stay tuned and I will explain to you better. Welcome back to my channel. I know we all are anxious to hear what I'm about to tell you. Now, our last three matches has been Burnley, Tottenham, and Manchester. Now, we lost at home to Burnley. That ended our unbeaten run. And our next match, we were able to trash Tottenham. And people thought it was a fluke. And the last match against West Ham was also 3-1. Now, what changed? Firstly, let's talk about the tactical change. Now, in Burnley match, you will realize that Alcantara was playing as a deep six, a defensive midfielder. Then, Wijnaldum and Chabale was up front. At that particular moment, there was no such creativity. And don't forget, at least throughout that match, it was they were up to 62 across in total of that match. And don't forget, most of these teams already know our sector. They knew we'd make use of our 2 and 3 the most. Then let's come down to Tottenham match. It's still the same squad. We didn't buy any player, but something changed. Now, I'm sure Klopp will return back to his drawing book and realize that playing Thiago as a defensive midfielder won't help. It's high time he moves in forward. And what did he do? Thiago was shipped up front. Milner and Wijnaldum were the one covering up for the 2 central back. And you can see how awesome Thiago was. The guy passes were so excellent. He had everything was just superb. Completion of passes, pass distribution, challenges, everything was so superb. And it allowed Firmino, Salah, and Mane to operate very well. There were these final passes that was lacking. And don't be surprised, the complete cross for that man was just 12. Look at the gap. So we are no longer using wings. We are no longer using across. We are no longer using much of our 2 and 3 again. We are making use of our midfielder, that is Thiago, distributing ball from the middle. That was just the change, the simple change. And if you realize, at a point in time in Tottenham, Firmino and Thiago were exchanging. So the 5 and 6, they really can't explain what happened. Like, they can't say who is the first snap between Thiago and Firmino, because both of them play similar roles in Ama. Now let's come down to our West Ham match. The lineup was funny. Everybody were like, okay, we realized Mane was injured. Yeah. Then Matip could not play because of his injury. So Philip has to be introduced alongside with Ederson at the back. And Klopp still repeated the same thing. Now we have Origi as the first 9, then Salah and Shaqiri. And you still have the same thing. Thiago up front. But you realize during first half, yeah, Thiago was throwing those passes, but there was no drive. That is when in second half, he has to, okay, let me withdraw Milner. Introduce another player that can go forward, as the same attribute with Keita. Realize that within 2 minutes that Jones entered, we scored. So right now, those are the tactical change. That's just that one thing that club did has been sustaining us. Now we are not more focusing on our 2 and 3 anymore. We are working from the middle. Now that aside, now the perfect sub that has happened is just Thiago being moved to the front, playing the number 10 role like that. And me and you know this guy has been exceptional. Forget what I think Mousin said about Thiago that he's slowing the pace of our game. But no, this guy has been good. This guy has been perfect form. And right now, that is uh our lifeline in that middle. Now let's talk about our individual performance. So far, so good. Most of us have been complaining about Salah. He has not been performing, but just of recent, I realized that Salah is not seeing that final pass from our midfielders. Check out our two matches. Salah needs to always come back to get the ball and move front. Even in our West Ham match, he he did some defensive work for us, like two solid clearance. So like now look at the West Ham match. Look at the final passes. Look at uh the goals he scored. Those goals were exceptional. So I realized to my own point of view, that as long as I see someone that was ready to give him the final pass, Salah will always perform. And Anderson has been wonderful. If he's not careful, he will remain at that back. Because this reminds me of Mascherano in his days. Don't forget Mascherano was playing as a defensive midfielder before he was converted by Benitez to the back, and he maintained that same tempo at Barca. And Ederson has been exceptional. That guy is just too good at that back. It's like that is his birthright. But trust me, I can't wait to expect him on the front. And Thiago, see that is the man for now. That is our bond. That is our lifeline. That is the player that glues other players to himself. Without that guy in our middle right now, nothing can work. Because right now, opponent don't understand. We can come out from any angle right now because of Thiago, because of his skills, the way he plays. He's so exceptional. You understand? So we can come up from across, we can come up from the middle. So right now, our opponent doesn't know how we strike. So we can strike for anywhere, courtesy of Thiago. And Alisson has been on point. His performance has been okay. Our Arnold is back. Our last 4-5 matches, Arnold has not been there at all. Like, this guy is just, off key. But at Tottenham match, it's like we're seeing a new Arnold. And congratulations for our transfer. It was so shocking. We're able to buy 2 players, 2 defenders. Though most fans were not happy with Davies from Prestige just for 2 million. And trust me, Edward tried all his best to sign from Portugal, from Germany, but it didn't work. And the last option was Kabak from Shaka. We all know that the Shaka are the lowest bottom table, but this guy is in the right mentality. This guy is just 20 years old. But I'm certain. I believe more in Davies than Kabak from Shaka 04. I believe in him because this guy, when I went through his career, this guy is exceptional. And he has this mentality monster, you understand? This drive. Those are the kind of player that clubs really want, and congratulations to us. We all know they can't start against Brighton tomorrow. But I'm sure one of them will start against Man City on Sunday. So don't forget, our next match is against Brighton tomorrow, Nigerian time. That is 9:15. Let's take our time to watch that match.